Welcome to the Making Money in the Music Business podcast, where we share insightful views on a variety of topics in the music industry that can help you make more money from your music business. And now, here are your hosts, Dr. William E. Smith and Kenya McGuire Johnson.
Hey, Kenya, we are back.
Hey, Dr. Smith. How are you? You got a nice button-down shirt today.
Yeah, just looking semi-professional.
Yeah, just trying to bring a little bit of spice to the table. Those of you just listening, that I keep mentioning the visuals,
right,
to click people to say, you know what, I want to see what they look like. Who are these people? So you can.
Who are these masked people?
Who are these masked people? You could go to makingmoneyinthemusicbiz.com and get a link for our YouTube, or you can just go to YouTube and search 3MB podcast.
There we go.
And you'll see us. And if you become a subscriber, then you'll get notifications as soon as this comes out. So we are hoping that you will subscribe and you'll see how Dr. Smith today is all dapper.
I wouldn't call this dapper.
You usually have a sweater or a sweatshirt. So you guys, you're trying to be a little fly with the button-down shirt, Anyway.
Yeah, on the humble.
Anywho. Well, it's just you and I today. This will probably be a little bit of a shorter episode, but we have a very interesting topic that I think if you are paying any attention to social media, you are probably seeing this abbreviation all over the place. In addition to a lot of different kind of crypto or stuff. I just feel like there's a lot going on between Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and what we're going to talk about today, which is NFTs. And Dr. Smith is taking the lead. I am the student today because I too don't think I fully understand and am really looking forward to hearing our discussion and what you have to say about this and what it is and how it's impacting the music industry.
Yeah, and it's even more than just the music industry, but we'll get into that. But so this was actually our music tip, and it sort of morphed into the actual topic. So so we don't have a music tip for you today, but this is pretty much it. I mean, it's a lot to this piece. So an NFT. And you'll see all in the news, there was an artist, visual artist, digital artist named Beeple, Beeple. And he sold one of his art pieces. I think it was something that he did artwork for like over a period of 12 years. And he compiled it into this large image. It sold for $69 million.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
As an NFT. And so, of course, everybody's heads are spinning. What is that? Of course, I think it was Sotheby's that held the auction and handled the purchase. But so artists have been actually getting involved. Music artists have been getting involved as well. And some bands have actually just released their music as an NFT. So there's a lot of opportunity there that people are saying or seeing about NFTs and music and the music industry. Now, let's break this down so everybody gets an understanding of what it is and what's all this craziness about.
Yes.
So an NFT, like we said, stands for non-fungible token. And all it is it's a digital asset. And if you're watching all the cryptocurrency stuff, and blockchain and all these things, the reason why there's such hype about the cryptocurrency world and blockchain and all of that is because it's a new way of distributing resources. It's a new way of distributing currency, and it is stable and secure. And that's why there's a lot of attention to it, because it's pretty much, there's no way to hack it. Literally, the way it was built, the system, the whole blockchain technology and system is built, there's no way to hack it. Because what it is, it's a digital ledger that is recorded on multiple computers and systems all over the world that you have no idea where they are. And so there's no way for any, hacker or even bot to try to find it and corrupt it or change it. So whenever a transaction happens, that means it's recorded in this digital ledger, and it's all over the internet. There's no way to change it. So that proves that you have that transaction that took place is proven and cannot be refuted. That's why that's what makes it such a appealing technology. So with that, NFTs are a digital asset. So they're a JPEG, PNG file, MP3 file, whatever type of digital file that you have. That's what the NFT is.
Gotcha.
And that's all it is. And the reason why it's sort of linked up to the crypto world is because the sale of the NFT, most of them are sold via cryptocurrency. There is one site that actually you can use a credit card to buy an NFT, but most of them are all linked with cryptocurrency.
So if you wanted to go out and buy, if there's a musician, and I know you're going to get more into this, but if there's a musician who has an NFT, which means they have an MP3 or a song or whatever, the majority of, if it's not on a space that, it has to be in a specific space for it to actually be sold by credit card. Otherwise,
well, what I'm thinking is the company that actually offers the availability of using a credit card, they'll handle the crypto exchange, and then you can use your credit card. So, but the reason why it's the NFTs are associated with the cryptocurrency is because, and specifically Ethereum is the one that they're using.
What's it? Say it again.
It's Ethereum, the cryptocurrency Ethereum. There's several main cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and used to be Ripple, but Ripple, as it was bad, that's a whole kind of the conversation. Those are in the crypto world. Okay. The rise and fall of Ripple.
Okay.
So, but no, the Ethereum is the one that NFTs use. That's the currency that they use. And what the reason why NFTs are associated with crypto is because it's part of the blockchain, and you can record the transaction. So once you buy the NFT, it's recorded all in these places on the internet, these ledgers, and nobody can refute it. So if you own that digital asset, you have, the one and only, basically.
So let me ask you this, because I got a lot of questions about this, because I'm seeing it. It seems like such a hot item, and I'm seeing people pump it up like this is the new way. I'm going to get rich off of this, and this is how musicians are going to finally get their pay due. But it's sounding like because it's all in cryptocurrency, you have to have at least. I mean, because if everybody's buying it up, that means, does that get converted then to actual currency, or how is it just stacking up on your cryptocurrency?
So, yeah, well, if someone pays you in cryptocurrency, you have an account somewhere, your digital wallet or whatever. If you're on Coinbase, if you're on Gemini, one of these main crypto wallet spaces, you can convert that to dollars.
So once it gets in your wallet, that's how you convert it.
Yeah, you convert it to dollars. Yeah.
And when it's converting over to like, what is the currency exchange? Like what is so many Bitcoins equals what dollar, or how does that?
I haven't checked. Bitcoin's been sort of tanking today, but Bitcoin was trading at $52,000, probably as of maybe a few hours ago.
I don't mean so much of the trade. I mean, meaning like if I'm going to buy an NFT, how much? Like, what is $1 equivalent? Like, is one? Well, if I'm going to get an NFT, you know what I mean? I'm trying to say how much.
How they would list it on the sites that list NFTs. And there's several of them. There's one I saw on that's catering more towards music called Nifty Way, And there's another one that's more art centric, which is OpenSea. So Nifty Way is the one. I have to check that out. I haven't even been to the site yet, but I have to check that out for music. They will list your music or whatever it is, and when someone buys it, they'll take their commission, and then you will get your crypto. Of course, you have to have a digital wallet, and you'll get your Ethereum cryptocurrency, and then you can convert that to dollars from your digital wallet. And,
do you know?
Oh, the rate?
Yeah, I was gonna say like, something. If an MP3 usually costs $1.29, that's how we know it in dollars. What is that language in NFT?
Your listing price would be in Ethereum. When you list it on your site, on the site, you would list it as an Ethereum price, and then whoever's buying it knows how to go and convert it. You can actually just Google that. How much is 0.005 Ethereum in dollars? And that's you can just convert it.
I got you. But you're not necessarily charging more than what you would charge traditionally for an MP3.
So here's the thing. You don't have to. So if you're just selling, an MP3 or whatever, and you're just trying to sell your music as an NFT, generally to the whole general public and the masses, copies of your music, yeah, you can list it normal price of a CD. You can do that. But what a lot of people are doing right now, they're capitalizing off of the hype of NFTs, and they're creating what do you call it? Sort of scarcity individual products. So maybe the only printed version of, the only version of this song that was recorded in so and so studio. And you all get the digital asset will be the first recording that comes off the press. You have the very first recording that we've done.
Right.
So they're creating all this specialness, basically.
Right. Gotcha.
Driving up the price, putting the price, and it's a bidding. Some situations are bidding auctions. So so that's sort of the play right now, is just having something special.
Interesting. So I have to process this because me, I'm kind of like, and because I'm seeing it so much on social media right now that it's almost feeling gimmicky. It's almost feeling it doesn't quite feel right or something, like something feels weird. But
let me bring some of that up. So there are some of those issues now. And I looked this up. There's a site about plagiarism today, I think is the name of the site, but it was talking about what NFTs really are, and is it really that they own the actual recording? Do they own the master? Can you still make copies of the music? Basically, how does the copyright issues work out?
Yeah.
And so what it turns out is there's really nothing special about the NFT. You can still make, you don't own the copyright. When you own the NFT, you don't own the copyright.
Right. So
that's the main issue. So I would say, if you're an artist trying to get into this, I would say, be forthright and transparent with your business, and transparent with what you're offering. And if you are offering a song, a version of a song, the first printing of it, first one off the first one that's been exported from your file, be clear about what you're offering. Don't try to overhype what it is, and be clear that this is a copy of the song that we're releasing. And you still own your copyright. But if you want to try to make something special, then maybe add on to the MP3, a conversation, something that gives that MP3 something more special that nobody else will have.
Interesting.
And that's what will make it a collector's item. Because all this is collector's items. It's the art world, it's collecting world.
Is video a part of this too, or MP4
Yes,
video?
Anything that's a file. You can do video. You can do all these things. It's a digital asset, digital file. You can basically create something that has value, is collectible, represents you as an artist, and makes it special. That's what we're talking about, specialness.
Interesting. Huh. It's giving me some, thank you, because you're now giving me some more. I think when you just talked about the specialness, adding something to it, whether it be that you're talking or there's another component, maybe it's a photo situation or a video situation that's also added.
That's why people got that money for his art, because it was special. It was 12, I have to go back to that. I think it's 12 years, but it was 12 years of him doing artwork, digital artwork. And it was compiled into this image. And that's a lot. That's a lot of effort, a lot of work. It was special. There's a lot of value in it for him and to somebody that thought it was valuable. The guy that created Twitter sold the first tweet as a digital asset. So now whoever owns that, now they can say it's in the digital ledgers in the world, all around the world. He owns the first tweet. He can say he owns the first tweet. And that's what collectors want to own. They want to own the one thing that nobody else can own. And, they got it. These rich folk, that's what they want to do. So that's their thing.
That's interesting. Do you think that as musicians, you have your mainstream artists, you have your indie artists? I mean, obviously, it sounds like for independent artists, this is, a more direct, and that's how I had been kind of educated. It's a more direct way of getting your fan and getting your revenue and your income directly as opposed to what streaming
real quick.
Okay.
So the general public is not going to buy your music via NFT.
Right.
And if it does, that's not happening until 10, 20 years from now.
Okay.
Because a lot of people don't know about blockchain.
Right.
They're not hip to cryptocurrency. It's sort of a smaller segment. It's gotten larger, but it's still a smaller segment of society that's aware and hip to blockchain. It even knows how to use it.
Right.
So not everybody has an account. So I wouldn't make that play. I wouldn't say release your music via NFT only. That's just going to be putting yourself out of the market.
Right.
Release your music as you have been, but use the NFTs as a specialness thing. For those people who are investors and want to engage with you and give you more money for your work and support you as an artist, use it in that fashion.
Very interesting. And how do you even market? How do you market yourself being on there? Like
same way as you market yourself doing anything else you're doing.
But you've got to find those people who have that currency, right? So of course, if you're trying to go into your metrics and whatever, if you're going into your Facebook ads, you want to target people who are searching for cryptocurrency. Right.
You create your lookalike audience as, cryptocurrency aficionados, and then even segment it down to NFTs, just basically, if you're doing your market segmentation, just try to dig into that space.
So it's really it's just kind of yet another stream and another space, but maybe decades down the line, it may be a way to kind of, once more people are using
depending on how much traction you get. If your Facebook ads work well, you might land in front of somebody who has a sizable amount of money, is a crypto aficionado, and really likes your music, and just wants to support you and drops a cool 20,000 on you. You never know. It's one of those things.
Wow. Oh, life's moving so fast. Okay.
So what we're going to do, I've done some research on this. I have two articles. One is CNBC, and it's actually a guy that takes you through how to actually buy an NFT and how to actually list your own NFT.
Okay.
Takes you through the whole process of creating a digital wallet and all that stuff. So we're going to post that on the website and have that available for you. And then there's another article from there's a music marketing service that they did a blog article on it too. And it has some different perspectives as a musician. So I think we should post that as well. And I'll try to find the article that I found on Plagiarism Today, I think is the website, that talks about the copyright issues. Yeah. And that was my main concern. I was like, okay, if someone pays us a lot of money for your NFT, do they own, any copyright? Because they've paid money, and that's a transfer, and usually that's a recreation of ownership. So, and they said no, they don't own any.
Well, I would imagine though, because if you're purchasing, you shouldn't be able to own it. I mean, you're still just purchasing a copy, right? Just like anybody else would. It's just it sounds like it's just a different barter system. Like it's a different.
Yeah, but like I said, if you're listing something for sale, it has a high price, I would say be genuine and upfront to say that you won't make any copies of this for sale to anybody else. I
see what you mean.
Because if someone's going to pay a lot of money.
Because if it's a thing, it's a one-time. It's not like you can go and everybody can go download this MP3. This is a one-time. So, okay, that's a question then. This isn't like multiple people can get this one. It's just one person can get this MP3 or multiple people. No. Well, that's the thing. You can make as many of them as you want, and they can be the same one, or you can make one special one, and the one special one costs more. But like MP3s, MP3s are easy. Yeah. I mean, are just like download files.
You just duplicate them. Yeah, you can post as many as you want for sale. Like we said, you can release your music as an NFT, and as your songs and as a dollar.
And so as many people who want can download
exactly.
That. Okay,
but that's not the concept right now of NFTs. NFTs are going for something that's special that has value. So here's another piece. Forgot to say this. So your NFT is posted, you make a sale, you collect your money. The people who listed collect their 5%. Whenever if that person now has his asset, they want to try to resell it and make more money. They're going to change the price and make some more money. You still get a percentage. You get a royalty every time it's sold and resold and sold and resold.
I was just going to ask you about that. So when it's resold, so if I go and get somebody's and then I resell it on my thing, then the other person is still getting a portion of that.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's kind of, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a very attractive feature.
Right. Because they can't manipulate the file. They can just resell the file.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
Well, that helps too. That helps too, because I was wondering, I'm like, what's going to stop a person from just sending that, copying that, and it's just a file.
So if they copy it and they try to sell it or resell it, it's not going to have. They won't hold up against the smell test, because you already have the original sale, the original first sale. Right. Is already recorded, and they can't be hacked. But nobody can find it.
Right. Well, I highly suggest artists really do their reading on this, really research. Definitely these articles that we're going to be, that should be in the show notes, and do your own kind of understanding before you're just jumping on. At the same time, be open. For the idea of that, especially if you know of something of yours that could be quite special. Maybe another idea is if you have a really, really unique, special collab with another musician, that could only, you're not going to see this performance together. You're not going to whatever, but it's a really special collaboration that otherwise is not offered. I mean, I think that, for right now, at least, seems to be where things are at.
And sort of the side conversations and stuff that you wouldn't necessarily release to the public, but you could actually sell it to somebody for them to actually have in their collection. Think about it.
Could it even be like a session? Like a really cool session?
Could be the audio from the session, the conversations that are happening in the session, that you're not going to release that to the public.
Right.
Somebody that really is vibing on your music and wants to be engaged, they could listen to this and collect it and have it for their collection. Yeah.
Right. Well, it seems like it would be a really wonderful thing for artists that are really well established, who people already really, really are aware of. It's like, oh my God, I could get that. I don't know. I feel like for the developing or the independent artist, finding someone who really, they have to be just really down for what you're doing. I think, people who are really popular already, they have a big advantage, I guess, because
they totally do. Like if Stevie Wonder posted as an NFT, his Superstition recording with all the conversation, like the whole recording session of all the people talking conversations. Right. I mean, that would be, he can make a whole lot of money on that one.
So I was just thinking about, like, if you have so if you're just a regular individual and you have your own let's say you have a vinyl collection.
Yeah.
You would have to convert that vinyl collection into.
Now you talking about somebody else's music?
Yeah.
Nah, that's
can't do that. Right.
Infringement.
You're like, nah,
do that. No,
can't do that.
That's copyright infringement. But yeah.
But there's no way. Is there a way to sell vinyl
that's
that
almost
space?
Like the exact. No, it's a digital file. That's the key thing to remember. It's a digital file.
Okay. All right.
So William Shatner actually, he did something. I forgot what he had posted as an NFT. He sold something as an NFT, but then people started plagiarizing, and that's why it's on that site called Plagiarism Today.
Gotcha.
And so, he had a little bit of regret on some side, in some sense, but I mean, he made some money off of it, whatever. And he's still going to make money when people resell. So, I don't know. I think that for artists, I think just come at it from the specialness angle.
Yeah, I think
that's the way to do it.
I think that's the take-home message. Yeah, take-home message for at least now. But at least this gives you an education of what it is. Because if you're like me and you've been seeing it everywhere and you're just like, what the? Now you can at least say, oh, okay, I at least have an understanding around it. And now I will sit in on a little bit more conversations about it so I can hear what other people are.
Yeah, the first sales,
because it's very big on Clubhouse. I see a lot of NFT stuff.
Yeah, the first sales of it were like some really like low budget digital graphic art. It's just like, whoa. And people was, and that's still what's up there, a lot of sites. And it's just because it's a novelty thing right now.
Right.
But if you're going to actually come at it seriously and use it for the function of what it's supposed to be for, it's, think of it as a collector's house. You're going to offer something to people who want to collect something of value. So offer something of value.
Right. Wow. Well, thank you, Dr. Smith, for schooling us, educating us on NFTs and how they will impact and are impacting in the music industry and what to consider as a musician. If you're going to go in that space, making it special, a collectible situation, something that is unique. Cool. Thank you.
Now you're gonna be sitting around thinking all day.
Nah, I'm not. My brain starts to shut off at that point. I'm like, nah. I mean, but at least now, like I said, I feel like I at least have a basic understanding, so I feel more comfortable when I, listening in or reading more about.
Because you're an idea person. Trust me.
I am.
You'll be getting ideas. You'll be washing dishes. Be like, oh, wait up, I can do this.
Wait a minute. My brain's too full right now. I don't have the NFT space. I can't. I'm like, all that crypto stuff, it's shut off real quick. But well, thank you. And we hope you guys have learned something. Obviously, if you have more questions about this, do your research. But, also email. Dr. Smith might be able to at least direct you if he's not able to answer some questions at our 3MB podcast at
gmail.com.
All right. Another great one. We will continue. We'll be back. We've got still some more interviews, some more amazing people coming up. So
Yep.
Keep staying tuned.
Yep.
All right. You guys take care. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening, and we hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. Please subscribe to our podcast on your podcast player and leave us a rating and review. Also, please leave us a comment on our Facebook or Instagram page. And if you would like to contact us about a specific topic, you can email us at 3mbpodcast@gmail.com.